Hi everyone, my name is Farmer Jolly. We're going to do a Let's Play series on Court Farm Country Park. This is episode 1. I do hope you enjoy the series. The aim of the series is to predominantly have some fun, but we will be starting with no land or equipment and working our way up. We are starting in new farmer mode, so we have about £1.5 million in the bank to start off with. But with that, we'll need to buy land and equipment and build a yard. I do hope you enjoy. So, first thing we need to do is we need to select our outfit. There they are. I might as well stick a branded shirt on. I quite like the Kubota stuff, so we will go with that for now. So, as you can see in the top right corner, we've got 1.5 million. But as I say, I'll just come outside. We've got no land and no equipment. And so we need to get some land and equipment so that we can start farming. I'll just jump into the map and show you. So as you can see, we've got no land at all, and you can see that there's no equipment anywhere, and I'll show you again in the store page. So as I said at the beginning of the video, we don't want to break the bank straight away anyway. So we need to have a look at what land we can get. Don't actually know how expensive things are. So what can we do? We want a decent size field, but I also want to have a bit of farmyard. So that's actually not a bad option. So we could start with, I think we will actually, we'll start with this as the, do we? We need a couple of fields, so what's that, 280, that's going to be over 500,000, so we're spending about 600,000 straight away, and we can't actually harvest that field, so that one's probably not a wise field to get. What's in that field? Soybeans. There is a yard down here somewhere. What have we got in these fields? So we haven't got potatoes, that's good. Sorghum. How much are these ones? I think these four here would probably be a good one to start with. So we will definitely buy that field. Definitely buy that field. And potentially even this, but we will get a tractor, and so we know we're going to need a combine harvester as we've got sorghum to harvest. I believe it's ready to harvest, or if not, it's going to be soon. Yes, soon. So we're going to need a combine harvester and a tractor, so we'll drive up there, have a look at what's here and where we can put our yard, and we'll get that built in this episode. So if I just jump over to the store. So let's run into the store and I'll have a quick look. Ooh, straight off the bat. That's not bad, am that? So I think I want to try and utilise the the discounts as much as possible. I do think this Massey Ferguson 77 S will be good. We'll have well, be ideal really. Like I say, we don't want to break the bank, so that starts off with 175. I think we'll start off with 100. We'll start off with the 185 horsepower, and I just noticed it's actually got the GPS already included, which is really good. We will need a front loader, so we will chuck the front loader on. so we will go ahead and get that tractor. That's an ideal first purchase. That would be lovely, but it's a little bit too much. We might end up getting that 6M, but what? As you can see, I have got some mods installed. Let's see what size header this guy can take. I might decide to go for a slightly bigger one. So that was what mod was that in the Class Dominator pack? So if I jump into my mod section, Class Dominator pack. Okay, so it doesn't actually have any headers. So let's have a quick look and see what harvesters. All of these are really good harvesters, but I'd like to try and get a combo that we don't have to upgrade. What about you? 10 meters. That might be really good to start off with, especially for the price. Either that or the Axia is just a little bit smaller. There are actually a lot smaller headers. We don't need anything that big. 6 meter header or 8.5. Ooh. We don't need the twin wheels. How much does the GPS add? 15. We'll leave the GPS off for now. So how much does that hold? 10,000, and that can hold up to 12. We're going to go for this. We're going to go standard wheels. We're going to buy that outright. And we are going to need a header. Don't need a corn header at the moment. I think 8.5 or 7.5. We'll go for the bigger one. Playing with lubricating grease mod, just so that makes it a little bit more of a challenge. And we are going to need a header trailer. So if I just jump into my owned items, I can have a look as to which one I'm going to need. We might as well go for the cheaper one. Just leave everything else as standard so that it doesn't increase the price. So if we jump out of the store, we've now got the tractor and the combine with the header and the trailer. So we need to make sure we've got enough, ideally, money left that we can build the yard. If there's not already a yard there. And we are now getting stuck. How's best to do this? Let's see. Oh, another crash. Evidently, as you might be able to tell from the start of this video, I'm probably going to crash quite a bit, yep. So what we're going to do is I'm going to just park the combine out of the way. So one thing I do need to do is just change my settings so that I turn the tractors on manually. I prefer playing that way. It's just an in-game setting. Okay, we can't have gone that way, so we'll have to drive around the back and push it back out. Yeah, I just prefer playing where I'm more in control of the when the tractors turn on and off, rather than having to jump out to open a gate, for example, and the engine turning off and then having to wait for it to restart. That's just my personal preference, though. Actually, we'll jump into the settings and change that now while I think about it. As we're on new file mode as well, we are on normal difficulty. Only thing here that I'm going to turn off is the field stones, just because I really don't like playing with them. And down here, we're just going to turn everything to off here, so that we don't get random charges from the workers if we use workers. So let's get back to it. Start the engine. Turn the combine round. So obviously now we've got the combine and a tractor. We are going to need some grain trailers, or a grain trailer I should say. Don't need multiple just yet. Maybe in the future we'll have multiple, but for now we can get away with just one. There we go, so that's just snapped in place. So we'll get the combine out of the way. Probably just put it outside the gates. I'll just switch the engine off as we're still buying things. So the as you can see, the Massey tractor does need to be repaired, as we bought it. It's bought it second hand, but for now, I think we'll be alright with just keeping it as it is. We can always come back and repair it when we need to. So I will also be utilising the contracts page to help get some income. So, but for now, let's just carry on with getting some equipment that we need. So I don't think there was anything else in here. Potentially the John Deere, but it does only have 140 horsepower. So some equipment that I know I'm going to need. I am playing with periodic ploughing turned on. But I think to start off with, we're just going to keep it nice and small. 220, we don't have the horsepower for that, so 225, 180. Well, that might as well, I think we'll go for this one. Torn between the Lemken and the Amazone, but obviously as you can see the Lemken's quite a lot. It's more money, only 1 metre extra, both at the same speeds, but this requires less power, so I think we'll go for the Amazone. There's a lot of choice. We'll go with that one. I think we'll go with that. Here we go. We'll buy that. So we've got a cultivator now. We will need a seeder. I quite like this, but I think I have a modded version installed. Don't think there's masses of difference. Yes, we do. Here it is. Just obviously a bit cheaper. Same working width, and I think a little bit less horsepower. We'll keep everything else the same, but I quite like this seeder, so we'll go with that. Rollers obviously would be nice to have a roller, but for now I think we'll leave that. Like I say, we still need to build the yard. We will need a fertiliser spreader. My personal favourite is the Kubota Geospread from the Kubota equipment pack, just because it can also take lime as well as the fertiliser, and it's got a really good working width, whereas same working width as the Amazone, but the Amazone only takes fertiliser, so I'll just keep it all as standard, not too fussed about colours. And we just need some mowers, really. I think we're going to go for these ones. Quite like having the rear and the front mower set up. Do want to get into silage, but so we will need a windrow. Let's see which one's best. I don't want to go too big, but I don't want to go too small. I think we're going to go for the Samaz here. And I do apologise if I'm saying any of these names incorrectly. Right, as I think I said at the start of the video, I'm still quite new to Farming Sim. So how much money do we have left? We've got 513,000. So we've got the windrow. Forage wagons. Are there any? I think we'll come back. That's don't know why that one's in there. We won't be using that one. Might come back and have a look. Baling wise, I prefer the square bales just because well, it's just personal preference. The round bales are fun, but I don't overly like having to keep stopping to unload. But at that price, probably hold fire and go for a round baler to start with. We do need to get a front loader. This is probably one of the few that I'm going to get it to match, just because I think it looks smarter. I think there's white on the tractor, so we'll go with that. We will need some equipment for it, but for now we'll stick with that. Trailer wise, let's see what we've got. This tends to be my go-to trailer to start off with, but I have just installed some mods. Oh, just let the game save. I have installed some modded trailers. Let me just have a quick flick through, see what the prices of things are. That was 22,000 litres, so that's actually holds a bit more and is a bit cheaper. Some nice silage trailers, but we don't need those yet. That's probably a very good one to start off with. It's just whether the sides are too big. That's 23, and that holds 27,000 litres. And I can't remember what's my go-to trailer one. It holds 22.5, but it's a fair amount cheaper. Yeah, we'll start off with this trailer with the extension on. So we've got, what have we got to start off with? We've got one tractor, a trailer, harvester, a mower. It'd be nice to be able to have the equipment to do some mowing contracts. So we'll have a quick look, see what other tractors we could potentially get. But I might come back. Actually, I think we'll come back and do that after. We will take a couple of pieces of equipment and head over to our yard, and we'll get the yard built. As we've got nothing for our fields that needs to be done today, we can use, or in game day, I should say, we can use this in game day predominantly just to get ourselves, oops, let's not crash, just to get set up. So we'll run the mowers over, hit my fertilizer spreader in the process, flip the beacons on and not crash, or crash, either way works. So we will head over to our field. I'm just going to have a quick look at the map. We'll just have a quick look at the map here. Here I should say. So these are our fields. So I think that exit, if I remember, is blocks, that yard. So I think we're going to have to come right down here and then over. But at least we're seeing part of the map. In my opinion, it's a fantastic map. Really enjoy playing on it. So hopefully this will be quite a fun series. Like I say, goal is just really to have fun and see how we progress on the farm. And I hope you all enjoy it. But I will put this into a time lapse of me driving over to the field or fields. I will see you when we're there. Right, we've just arrived at where our fields are. I'm just going to park the tractor on the side for just a couple of seconds and jump out. Now this is the bit of land that we don't own, but I think actually it will be a really good place to build the yard. So we will actually go ahead and we'll buy that. But I've just noticed before we do that, it looks like potentially we own a bit here. Can't get through that way. Let's just jump back over the fence. Rather than buying that, is this a bit of a better spot? No. Okay, yeah. So looks like this field here is going to be a really good spot to build our yard. So we will go ahead and buy that. So we've still got £433,808 left in the account. While we're here, we'll have a quick look, see what contracts there are, see if there's any that's worth doing. We've got a couple of baling contracts. Obviously, I'd need to have a tedder and the baler and a bale trailer, but I think they're quite good values. Field 70, I don't think that's overly far from where we are. I could be wrong. No, Field 70 is really close. We're in that sort of a really good area for baling actually. I think we're going to go ahead and buy a baler and a tedder and the bale trailer, and probably take out a few of those contracts. So let's have a quick look and see what balers we could afford. Like I say, I prefer a square baler. We won't go for this one. It is a square baler, but it's because it's very small. It would take us a long time collecting the bales. If we could find a baler that has a wrapper on it as well, that would be brilliant. Let's have a look. Ooh, massy one for 80. We can run that. I think we could look quite smart at running a massy baler behind our massy tractor. Wrapper design standard. What have we got? With an end turn, that'd be useful. Not playing with net wrap. Yeah, we'll keep that standard. Right, we're going to go and buy that because that's our baler sorted then. So we still need a tedder and a bale trailer, and obviously a bale grab. So what have we got here? 9 meters, 8.7. Well, that's probably better there. Don't need anything that big just yet. I think we'll go with this guy. 16,000 and not a bad working width. Right, bale loader. What have we got? We're obviously going to. I'm gonna get this guy. 33 point. We need front loader. Because I'm not the greatest at stacking bales, so if this can give us a bit of a helping hand, that'd be brilliant. So that will go onto our front loader. Bale tray. So that's 17. That's 12 and a half. I think we'll go for the 20-foot flatbed. Don't want auto load. We'll just leave everything else like that. So we should now have our mower, tedder, windrow, baler and bale loaders. So we can now we do need to build the yard, but I might do that in a time lapse. But for now, there's another one coming. We can take out accept that contract. And what have you? You're 63, are you not far away as well? Field 63. Yeah, you're just up there. So I think we're going to take those 2 contracts out. We will accept those 2. But for now, we have actually got the mower here. If we open this gate, we need to take our take the front loader off quickly, just in there. Just dump it into our field. And while we're here, whoops, if I don't crash through my gates, which I am doing multiple times. There we go. Let's just drop the mower, and then we'll front mower quickly go and put the the front loader part in the shed really quickly. Ooh, there is a collectible. Let's jump out and grab that quickly. That might be a good one to grab. There you go. We found a cedar, 9 more to be found, and we've got £1,000 from that. Collectibles are a really good way to get a bit of extra income. I know they're scattered throughout the map. I do know where some of them are, but I'm not going to go and grab them unless I'm next to one. That's when I will predominantly grab the collectibles. So, as we're here and we have both mowers on the tractor, we will go ahead and get these 2 contracts mowed, and then I haven't looked up to where they're both going, so whether it's the same place, but I believe they are both hay contracts. So we'll get these mown, drop the mowers off, run back to the store, and there's the entrance, run back to the store, and then we will grab the Tedder and Windrow and make a start getting these contracts done. See if I can actually get through a gateway without crashing. That's not going to work. Right, we'll see if we can reverse it and see if that makes it a little bit easier for us. No, it doesn't. Right, so I think we're probably going to have to do this one at a time. So let's drop off. I'm sure there's a much easier way to do this, but even look at that. Even without the rear mower, I still crash. Oh, nearly crashed twice. So right. I am playing with the mod that auto saves the game, so that I don't forget to save the game. That's why that stuttered a little bit then. There we go. So we'll get these unfolding, and while they're unfolding we'll shut this gate. There we go. We'll spin round, and we will get this field, and then field 63 cut. We'll make a quick start. Let's fire both those up. Try and get as close to the edge as we can without crashing. So I'm gonna carry on and get both these 2 fields mown. So I will put them into a time lapse, and I will see you when they are both done. So we've just got both these fields mown now. I'd like to try and keep these episodes fairly short, and I think this one's going to start to get a bit long, so I think we're going to call it a day here. If you have enjoyed this episode, episode 2 will predominantly be finishing these contracts off. So we've got to ted them, windrow, bale and deliver them, as well as getting our yard built. Like I say, I hope you have enjoyed this episode, and if you have, hopefully we'll see you again for episode 2. Thank you again for watching.